Adam was my miracle baby. We had trouble conceiving him, and when we finally did, went through a lot of complications, and he was born perfect, so we've always referred to him as our miracle baby.
His grandpa was a minister, and he was a great guy. My dad's a great guy. And we taught that to him at an early age, and it kept going.
I always felt that Adam had a special purpose for his life, and I told him that all the way through, that God has a special plan for you, Adam. Music and praising God through music was a big part of Adam's life.
He just loved being in the church and being part of the music in the church. We sang in church together, him and his brother Andrew, and when his little sister was born, Alicia, we'd sing songs. He started singing in church at a very young age. He grew up in the church being in little plays and skits. In fact, the last skit he was in was just at Christmas of this year. He played a director in a little kid's play, and that was what the play was about, a little kid's play for Christmas. Pee Wee camp. The first time we mentioned that to him, you know, the big smile and the sparkle came to his eyes, and he just said, yeah, I want to go.
Church camp was very special to Adam. He attended the very first year that he was eligible to go. That was Pee Wee camp, and I believe that was 1991. He would have been 7 or 8 years old.
He loved it, so he just kept following up each grade to the different camps and conferences, and he was always involved as a leader in those things.
I think he felt that that was a place he could be close to God. It was holy ground for Adam.
His faith kept him involved with his music there too, because he'd play reveille on his trumpet for them. When he got older, when he was in the older camps and the conferences for high school kids, he became known as Guitar Boy.
Because every year Adam would bring his guitar and play for everybody around the campfire at quiet times. Just whenever he was requested to, he would play.
I mean, anyone that went to the camps or conferences would know him as Guitar Boy. They could say that and they know it was Adam Barnett, because he took his guitar and he'd sit there and sing, and people would just mill around him and start singing with him because they were so drawn to him and the way he performed and what he did for God.
Adam did love the Christian Conference Center, and when it came time to choose an Eagle Scout project, he wanted to do something at the Conference Center, and what he chose to do was make directional signs out of pieces of wood. So he took trees that were actually cut down at the Conference Center on the grounds and got his whole troop together, and they spent I believe it was an evening and the next day making directional signs for the Conference Center.
All the directional signs that were up at the Christian Conference Center were made by Adam for his Eagle project because of his love for the Conference Center and what it had done for him. Unfortunately, we're doing this video because Adam's not with us anymore. His birthday was January 27th of 2008. He had just turned 25 years old. That was the last day I saw Adam. 4 days later, he was doing what he loved doing at the House of Bricks in Des Moines.
They were very excited about it. This was a big deal for their little band.
Playing in his rock and roll band called the Green River Band, where he was lead guitar player and probably on his way to becoming one of the best lead guitar players in Central Iowa.
And on the way home, he was tired. He had worked hard all day long, and he was burning the candle at both ends.
And his vehicle hit a bridge. And so we're now without Adam, and that's something that's very hard for us.
We do believe that Adam went to sleep at the wheel and he woke up in heaven. Bill had asked Adam a couple weeks prior to his accident if he would be interested in directing Adam Camp.
Arts, drama, and music fits him perfectly because that was basically his life.
Adam would love nothing better than to have his memory carried on through a camp. And how appropriate that it is called Adam Camp.
And I think it's going to be a great way for kids that had the love of music and the performing arts like Adam to come and really let themselves out like Adam did. Adam was a kid that was not real good at expressing himself verbally or that way, socially. Kids loved him, people loved him, but he was a quiet type person. But when he got a horn in his mouth, or if he started playing guitar and singing, that's where he opened up, and that's where he became Adam.
I believe that some things are meant to be, and I think Adam Camp is one of them. Adam Camp is meant to be, to honor him, and through that to honor God in Adam's memory.
It's a great memorial to us for him, and I think the kids that will benefit from this will just love it too.
I want Adam remembered as a child of God, because that's what he was. I want Adam remembered as an honest person. That's what he was. He was quiet. He was of small stature, but he was very, very powerful because he had the love of God behind him. And that's how I want Adam remembered.
I'd just like to have Adam remembered as a young man who loved life, loved his family, loved God, and would do anything for anybody.
Again, the mornings come, again he's on the run, sunbeam shining through.
The main thing to know about Adam is that he was a kid that loved life, loved his family, loved his friends, and had a really deep faith. And that faith is what keeps us going and what keeps everyone going. And I think this donation and this Christmas donation of this camp will just keep that faith and that memory living for a long time.
If they can do it through what they love, what their natural gifts are, that's a way to get kids to the Christian Conference Center and to give back to others what their godly gifts are through their talents of music and art and drama. I think it would be a wonderful opportunity to get kids there that can do what they love and express themselves in that way.
Without Melissa, yet I know that he won't stay without Melissa.